Hey nerds, Bevan here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the topic that's been on the sticky note for several weeks now. 5 top comic book covers. This was requested a couple months ago when I made my Don't Call It a Comeback to the YouTube sphere. I forget who it was. One of my more frequent viewers though had requested a video of my top favorite comic book covers in my collection. So I've narrowed it down to 5 out of probably, what do I have? Maybe 200 comic books. It was pretty hard to narrow it down to 5. There was 2 that were like, boom, guaranteed in. And the rest I had to like kind of pick and choose. And I really only collect X-Men and Batman and Spider-Gwen. And then I have some other random stuff. So I had to try to pick and choose a little bit here and there. I think I got a nice balance. So we're gonna go through it. A little bit of classic, a little bit of modern, a couple of variants, a couple of key comic books. So let's get to it. And I think this is in order. I think from 5 to 1. I think I've actually put it in some kind of favorite order. That was tough too. We are gonna start with a Batman book. Number 612 from the Batman Hush line by Jim Lee. Superman dominating Batman. If you haven't watched my recent haul videos, I love Jim Lee. He's my favorite comic book artist, and this is definitely not the last time you'll see him on this list today, but Batman is my favorite comic book character. Jim Lee is my favorite comic book artist. Jim Lee does my favorite Batman design. It's unreal. So we got this Jim Lee Batman 612. Sticking with Batman though, we have a much more recent one. This is from the Rebirth line, specifically Batman number 85. It's a variant. I don't know the artist. Hopefully you can, lighting. No, it doesn't help. I don't know. Hopefully this is coming across well on the screen. It's super cool. I love the DC B covers, DC Comics B side variant covers. They're so awesome. And I got a bunch from this Batman City of Bane run. And it just like really makes me want to be a variant cover and like forget everything else, just collect the really cool variants. And then we've got this one, which I did a haul video where I got this one and I said it was one of my favorite comic book covers ever. And here it is in this video. This is the other Jim Lee one I was talking about. This is X-Men number 1. Was it from 91, I think this book launched? The Magneto cover, right there. When X-Men number 1 launched, they did 4 covers that all go together. And this was like cover D or cover 4 or whatever they classify it as, and I just love it. I love Magneto so much. He just looks so powerful in this picture and he can't be stopped. Now we just get into the last 2 videos here of this top 5 countdown. This is a very recent pickup that you would have seen in one of my most recent videos, my last video. I can't keep track anymore of all these comic hauls I've been doing. But this is a super pretty variant from X-Men number 1 by Stanley Artgerm. I don't know his last name, but it's the X-Men number 1 Marvel Girl variant. It's so pretty. I love it. This one will be going to get graded probably before the end of the year. I think I'm gonna send like a nice handful of comic books off to get graded. And I'll definitely do a video for that too. And speaking of grading comic books, you guys saw this in a recent comic book haul video. Basically, all of these books came from recent comic book haul videos because I've been collecting like crazy the last few months. But here we have the beautiful Ghost Spider number 1 Shannon Mayer variant, graded a 9.8. It's unreal. This was the first book I ever sent off to get graded. It's the first slabbed book in my collection. It is my favorite comic book in my collection. If I didn't already have a girlfriend, I would date this comic book. So there you have it. Whoever requested this video, I'm sorry I forget your username, who you were. I'm sure I could go back and find it in other videos, but you're welcome for this video at least. Let me know some of your favorite comic book covers in your collection. I love the covers, sometimes more than what's inside the covers. This is a really good example of that. I love this cover. I don't like this comic book. I recently read X-Men 1-6, which is the first arc of the Hickman X-Men book. It's not. You can't read X-Men by itself. You have to read every X-related book to understand what's going on. I have since canceled it from my comic book store pull list because fuck that. But I digress. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you really like this video, hit that subscribe button for more comic book and action figure content. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bevan Boychuk. And until next time, folks, I'll see you next time, folks.